Live from Wrigley Field on the south side of Chicago. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. The Atlanta Braves going up against the Chicago White Sox. Along with my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Schaub. Siggy, we're going to see a nice little win streak put to the test today.
Yeah, these guys are really firing on all cylinders right now. And to me, the important thing is that they're doing the little things well. They're not just relying on home runs or big plays every game. They're playing good situational baseball, executing in key areas, and that's how you string together wins. So we'll see if they continue that in this one.
And getting the start for the White Sox, Luis Castillo. What do you have on him, Siggy?
Boog, this guy usually turns in a very good outing. His teammates really enjoy when he's on the mound. Everyone seems to be loose, which can help the offense be a bit more dangerous. So if you look at the opposing lineup, they're hoping he doesn't just settle in. They want to make this an uncomfortable start from the beginning.
Okay, all set to go. Michael Harris the second digs in now. And we're underway in this interleague matchup. Fastball for a strike.
Quickly in an 0-2 hole, you're going to have to give something up here in terms of power if you want to put the ball in play with any authority.
That one lifted to left. Antonacci settles under this one. And there's one away. Here's the Atlanta Braves lineup. One guy swinging a hot bat recently, Matt Olson.
Yeah, and one of the most feared hitters in all of baseball right now. This is a guy the lineup relies on for big-time production. He's leading the National League in home runs. Watch out when he comes to the dish.
That's a bullet, but it goes foul.
A little early on that fastball. I'm sure the pitcher taking a note. Look for an off-speed pitch on this next one.
In the air, left field, down the line. And it's a foul ball, but it had the distance.
Clearly hoping he could get a swing and miss on that, but doesn't fool the hitter with that breaking ball. Nice job, just couldn't keep it fair.
The 0-2. Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton. Out on the drop, third strike, 2 gone.
Well, clearly just anxious right there, and understandably so. In an 0-2 count, you feel like you've got a lot of plate to cover, and you don't want to strike out, and you end up striking out. That's just one of those pitches where it's not over the plate, but because you committed to it as it was leaving his hand, by the time you realized it wasn't going to be in the zone, it's too late to hold up your swing.
Here's the catcher to hit, Drake Baldwin. In the air, left field, Antonacci under it, and that is that. We head to the bottom of the first. No score after a half inning. Back here on the south side. And today's starting pitcher, Hurston Waldrop. What do you got on him, Chris?
Well, the entire league knows how nasty that cutter is. Look for the righties to move off the plate a little bit so they can get the arms extended to get good wood on the baseball.
Kyle Teel steps to the plate for the White Sox.
Catcher, number 8, Kyle
Cutter,
Teel.
low inside.
Swings and misses. It's 0-1.
Splitter, low outside.
Comes up empty. That's strike
Cutter,
2.
low inside.
Out towards right center field. And it drops in. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Look, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
Cutter. Low inside.
Hey! Murakami matched a homer in his last game.
Cutter.
Teal gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Splitter. Low outside.
0-2 now. In the air, right field. Acuna under it. And he makes the catch.
Batting third.
Time to check out the lineup for the White Sox. They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for them. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Well, Boog, against a talented pitcher, it's crucial to disrupt his rhythm. Use bunts to get him off the mound and moving around out there. If he's in a flow, step out and break his timing. When he throws in the zone, you might only get one pitch, so you don't want to miss it.
Colson Montgomery in now, takes ball one off the plate.
Splitter.
And Singy, as a team,
inside.
you need to make the most of the very few opportunities he's going to give you, right?
Absolutely. And you know, if you don't get to guys like this a lot of times early,
Slider.
once they really settle
Middle
in,
center.
it's going to be the later innings that they hand that ball over to a reliever if they do at all.
The 1-0.
Splitter.
Man at first,
low
one away.
inside.
Misses the zone, and he gets him to chase.
Cutter.
See if you can
Low
go upstairs
inside.
a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Ripped, and he can't glove it. It's by him.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Big rip off the bat there. Some seriously loud contact on that knob. Didn't bring in the run, but he got him that much closer to taking the lead here.
Middle center.
Close, but call the ball. Ball one. Catcher challenge. We'll take another look. It just shaved the zone. Still two challenges left for them.
Cutter. High outside.
2 on, 1 out. Left field. Base hit. Runner around third. He'll score. The White Sox take the lead.
Well, the strike first as he gets the job done to bring home the run. Hooked around that pitch on the outside, but he was still able to square it up pretty nicely. And that takes quick, strong wrist to pull that off.
Now it's Andrew Benintendi to hit.
Outside.
Really bringing some thump at the plate lately. 3 home runs over the last 5 games. It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in.
Benintendi with a homer in his last game.
Low outside.
This one in the air center field. Harris under it. He's there. He's got it. Runner tagging from third. He scores on the sac fly, and they lead by 2.
There you go. Nice little RBI there. It's a great at bat. Got the job done.
Batting sixth, second baseman, Chase Mydroth.
Cutter. Low middle. Cutter. High outside. Slider.
2 runs across
Low
in the
outside.
inning. You're in game 1 of this 3-game set. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. We head to the second on the south side. It's the White Sox 2 and the Braves nothing. Here on the south
Leading off
side,
for
now
the
in for the
Braves,
Braves,
first
Matt
baseman,
Olson.
Matt Olson.
Singy, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He is the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what, his teammates feed off of the leadership that he shows on and off the field.
The 0-1. There's a swing and a drive. Going back on this one. Gone! Big Dog's gotta eat. Matt Olson goes deep. His 26th of the year, and they're on the board. It's 2-1.
He's going to the plate with a ton of confidence lately, and he's getting the results to back it up. No doubt, those two things feed off one another. Boog, I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
Riley went deep in his most recent game. The 0-1. That one hammered, but pulled foul. Got him looking. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer.
Well, really nice job of finishing the hitter off right there. Glove side command, fastball firm to the outside corner. Tell you what, very difficult to do anything with that pitch, even if you do swing.
Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit. Gets him to chase after that one. The 0-1. That one fouled off. 1 out, base is empty, and a run in here at the top of the second. Ball 1. Popped up. Vargas. 2 away.
Batting 7th, left fielder Mike Yastrzemski.
Just missed.
That's inside.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
On the ground to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. So the Braves get one back on the solo, and it's now a 2-1 ball game. Back at right field, we head to the bottom of the second. Sam Antonacci steps to the plate for the White
Low
Sox.
inside.
Antonacci.
Antonacci launched a homer in his most
Splitter.
recent game.
Low outside.
Waldrop, a 6'2 righty, 210 pounds,
Cutter.
a former
High
first-round
inside.
pick in 2023. Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
Curveball. Low inside.
Here's the 0-2.
0-2 count. You got the opportunity to expand the zone. Could get the chase there. Let's see what he comes back with next.
Curveball. Low middle.
1-2 now. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
That right there is one of those breaking balls that you swing through and you feel like you should have done something with it,
Cutter.
or at least spoil
Low
it away.
outside.
But when it's breaking in on you like that, if the spin is tight enough, it can actually tie you up.
Slice the other way. That's a base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Batting ninth, right fielder, Braden.
Braden Montgomery will hit next.
Cutter. Low inside.
Quick toss to first, and he's back in safely.
Cutter. Low middle.
He hauls it in, 2 away.
They couldn't have asked for a better out.
next
Makes a great
for
play
the
on the
White
line
Sox,
drive, and they keep the runner at first.
Kyle
Just like that,
Field.
they're almost out of the inning.
Slider. Middle inside.
Ball.
Cutter.
Doyle off
High
of first
outside.
with 2 away. Swings and misses. That's strike 1.
Sinker. Low outside.
Ball 2.
Cutter. High outside.
Quick move to first, and he dives back in safely.
Cutter. High outside.
Check swing called strike. 2 balls,
Cutter.
2 strikes.
Low inside.
Battling here as he fouls it away.
Cutter. High inside.
Runner on the goal. Pitches high. Safe at second, and that was not close.
2 outs is a great time to try to steal second, especially when you have a guy with some wheels on first. Defense probably knew it was coming, but figured we better focus on trying to get this
Cutter.
hitter out.
Low middle.
Runner at second, 2 down. Bottom half of inning number 2. Bounce to the right side, and foul ball.
Cutter. High inside.
Set down on strikes. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. 1 hit, 1 left. We head on down to the top of the 3rd. It's the White Sox 2 and the Braves 1. Welcome back.
Leading
and
off
coming
for
off a
Atlanta,
series where the
shortstop
pitching was
Mauricio
outstanding.
Dubon.
We take a look at those numbers.
dangerous spot for that slider right there. Didn't seem to quite finish out front and get that sharp break. Tell you what, he doesn't want to throw that pitch again.
0-1 down. Hard hit, but right at him and left.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it, but in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
And a foul ball. The 0-1.
That's a ball. That's ball 2.
Right side, hard hit. Tosses to first. First two batters retired here in the top of the third.
Up next for Atlanta, center fielder Michael Harris II.
Back to the leadoff spot in the Braves lineup, Michael Harris II. The next to hit, fly to left his first time. Swing and a ball popped up. My draw. And that is that. Braves are set down 1-2-3. They're down 2-1. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
First baseman Munetaka Murakami.
Cutter. Middle inside.
Pretty rare location right there, right down the middle. This guy paints the edges. I'm not sure if you're going to see that pitch again as a hitter.
Cutter. Low inside.
Strike 2.
Splitter. Low outside.
Swing and a miss. And that's 4 strikeouts.
Up next
Just
for
beautiful
the
placement of
White
the
Sox,
splitter right there.
shortstop
Exactly where you want it with 2
Jose
strikes to
Montgomery.
get that swing and miss. And he's worked very hard to be able to command that pitch. It's a tough pitch to get a grip
Cutter.
on, but he's one of the
Low
best
inside.
at throwing it where he wants to.
Ball 1.
Splitter. Low outside.
The 1-0.
Cutter. Low inside.
Swing and a miss. 99.
Curveball.
How do you do?
Low
That's a real
inside.
nice cutter right there. I mean, this guy can struggle with the inside pitch at times, so I'd say that's pretty effective if you can continue to command it on that side of the plate.
Cutter. High inside.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Splitter. Low middle.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count.
Cutter. High inside.
Popped up left side. Riley in position. And there are 2 outs.
Up next for the White Sox, third baseman
2 outs,
Miguel
base is empty.
Vargas.
And the batter now, Miguel Vargas. Singled and drove in a run his first
Cutter.
time through.
Low outside.
That's too
Nope.
low. Ball one.
Splitter. Low outside.
And
That's a
another
ball.
ball.
Splitter. Low outside.
That's in for a strike.
Cutter. High inside.
And a foul ball.
Cutter. Low middle.
Two down, nobody on. Struck him out looking. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. Chi Sox held in check here. They lead it 2-1. Back here on the south
Leading
side.
off for
So
the
now to
Braves,
the plate
right
for
fielder,
Atlanta. Ronald Acuna Jr. This one drilled right center field. That one heading for the fence and gone. Home run number 15 on the year. And they tie it up. It's 2-2.
Wasn't fooled on the first pitch at all. He squared it up right away. That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite field gap. And, you know, there are a lot of guys that just don't have the pop to do that, and probably just as many who don't have the approach either. He let that ball travel, and he got great extension on the follow-through to drive it out of here.
And that one hammered. That's down. One hops off the wall.
That play looks routine defensively, but
Up
with
next
all of the
for Atlanta,
little nooks,
first
it can get real
baseman,
tricky
Matt
down in
Olson.
the corner. Kept it to a long single. Nice defensive play.
Go ahead run on base. Here's Matt Olson down. 1 for 1 so far today with a solo homer in his first at bat. Ripped right field. That's back there. That one way back, and it's gone. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and the Braves have the lead now. It's 4-2. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Lou. Aggressive, and it paid off.
For a guy with top-tier power, this is just another day at the office. Always a threat to send one out. I just don't know how you're supposed to pitch to him.
Fastball in for a strike. 0-1.
Can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
The 0-1. And that one fouled off. Nobody out with 3 runs in already this frame. Top half of inning number 4. Get on the ground up the middle. That's a base hit.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Just kept it simple, played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
Swing and a high fly ball right field. That one back, that one on its way, and it's gone! Ozzie Albies goes yard. Their 3rd home run of the inning, and they add to their lead. He ambushed him right there, Siggy.
Yeah, swinging on that first pitch, and I think losing one over the fence is exactly what he had in mind as well. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch, absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
Mike Yastrzemski up here. 0 for 1 so far. Swing and a base hit. And the hits just keep on coming.
Up next for Atlanta.
Here comes the manager out of the
Mauricio
dugout, and he'll make a
Dubon.
move for the bullpen. Luis Castillo won't go any further, and this is one he'd like to forget. Back with a new arm after this.
Now pitching for the
So
White
they
Sox,
turn things over to the righty,
number
Oscar
50.
Brazoban.
Oscar
He last pitched 2 days
Brazoban.
ago.
You know, these Braves doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. And here's a stat for you, Boog. They're making contact with more than 85% of the pitches that they're swinging at. It's pretty special stuff. Not so good if you're out there on the mound.
Line drive, base hit, right center field. Lead runner makes the turn at second. Here's the throw. Not in time. He's safe.
Up next for Atlanta.
So runners in the corners, nobody out. And now it's the switch hitter, Carlos Santana. Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball.
All those numbers mean this offense is really making the defense work by just putting the ball into play. Anything can happen at that point.
Next offering is foul back. No outs. Runners at first and third. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Oh, and 2 now. Got him swinging.
Center fielder Michael Harris II.
To the right. Flips it. Here's one. To first. Not in time. Great effort there.
I promise you, there are guys that get a little bit faster when they can smell an RBI. That was a possible inning-ending double play. Great hustle, and he gets rewarded with the RBI because of it.
And now it's Ronald Acuna Jr. And he has a chance to homer for the second time this inning.
I'm sure it never crossed his mind and he'd get another chance to do that again in this inning, but here we are. Let's see if he can pull it off.
This one gets away as he can't handle it behind the plate. And the runner holds. Here's a 2-0. Acuna punches one foul right side. The 2-1. Foul ball there. And a foul ball, he stays alive.
He hasn't gotten the result yet, but he's got to feel pretty confident. 3 foul balls in a row. He's right on this pitcher.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Harris, the runner at first with 2 gone. Got him swinging to the carry. In and over, although plenty of damage done. So in the end, 10 come to the plate. 6 of them come around to score. On now to the bottom of the 4th. It's the Braves 7 and the White Sox 2. Welcome back as we take a peek at the starting pitching so far this year.
Andrew Benintendi.
Cutter. High inside.
Benintendi with some impressive production lately.
Sinker.
You don't stick
Low
at the major league
inside.
level unless you can string together consistently solid performances. Right now, he's showing us why he's lasted in the big leagues.
Cutter. Low inside.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Up next for the White Sox, second baseman.
Singy, here's a look at his pitch breakdown for the game.
No surprise to see him pumping in plenty of cutters, Boo. That's his best pitch. Throwing it a lot in this game. Minimal damage against him to this point. We'll see if the lineup forces him to make an adjustment.
Cutter. Low outside.
Nope, outside.
Cutter. High outside.
And the 1-0.
Hey!
Splitter. Low middle. Cutter.
The Braves
Low outside.
leading by 5. We're here in the bottom of the 4th.
Ball, that's out.
Cutter. High outside.
Sits him down looking. Picks up strikeout number 7.
Well, it's a nice job with the cutter right there. He didn't exactly catch the corner of the zone, but that's one of those where the late movement probably fooled the umpire a little bit. Those guys do not have an easy job.
Cutter.
I thought it was a good
Low
take
middle.
overall, and you know, it's one of those things where you leave it in the umpire's hands. You just don't know what the answer is going to be, and that time he lost.
Antonacci in the box now. No balls and a strike.
Cutter. Low inside.
2 down, nobody on. That's in there at the knees, and it's strike 2.
Quickly down 0-2 in the count. I think you got to choke up a little bit, spread out the feet. You don't know what
Sinker.
the velocity or
Low
the location
outside.
of this next pitch is going to be.
Ball, that pitch is out.
Curveball. Low inside.
That's ball 2.
Curveball. Low inside.
That one ripped, and that's got extra bases written all over it. Safely into second. He's got a double.
Everything came together for him. Kind of a risky pitch coming inside with the breaking ball like that. You have to bury it. Otherwise, it's not too difficult to get the bat to it like he did that
Sinker.
time. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ballgame.
That smash towards center. Harris under it, and that'll do it. So a 2-out double, but they don't score. We've played 4. It's the Braves 7 and the White Sox 2. Here on the south
Leading off
side,
for Atlanta,
the spray
catcher
chart shows
Drake
us an
Baldwin.
impressive power display from this lineup. 4 homers so far.
Yeah, they've been sending him out all over the yard, Boog. Doesn't seem like there's anywhere for these pitchers to hide.
Hammered down the right side, but foul.
You know, these Braves really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in, so I'd say mission accomplished.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Up next for Atlanta, first baseman Matt Olson.
And now it's Matt Olson's turn to hit. He's got a couple homers already, so can he possibly do it again?
Come on, man. Of course he can. Those 2 he hit were legit, and he looks pretty locked in right now at the dish. Obviously, this type of run production isn't exactly sustainable game to game, but it's a good sign that a lot of hard work's been paying off.
Brazoban goes 6 feet 3 inches, 36 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. Stays alive. Baldwin aboard here at first with nobody out. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Got him out on the front foot.
Third baseman,
Couldn't keep the hands
Austin
back
Riley.
long enough and played right into the hands of the pitcher. A lot of times you'll see a pitcher maybe double up on a pitch. This guy will throw it 3 times, 4 times in a row because hitters just can't lay off of it.
This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. Murakami takes it in for the out. And there's 2
Up
down.
next for
That was a
Atlanta,
good
second
hard
baseman
fastball with some
Ozzie
nice
Albies.
ride up in the zone right there. Hitter looked like he was on it, but I think that velocity at the end just beat him. Instead of a line drive or something hit deep, it's a pop up and an easy out for the defense.
For the
Noah
White Sox,
Schultz into the
number
game.
22.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
This one in the air center field. Doyle under this one. And that's the 3rd out. Nice work from the White Sox pen. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Braves 7 and the White Sox 2. Back at right field.
And
Bottom of the
lead
inning.
off
Braden
for the
Montgomery
White Sox.
steps to the plate for the White
Sinker.
Sox.
Braden Montgomery.
You know, these White Sox just aren't putting great swings on the baseball in this one. Just 1 extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been hitting the ball gap to gap or out of the park. That makes it really difficult to generate runs.
Cutter. Middle inside.
Late that time, and it's strike 2.
Splitter. Low middle.
Fights it off. He'll see another.
Cutter. Low inside.
The 0-2. Out towards right center field. Harris on the move to the gap. Pulls it down and he makes the catch.
Up next for the White Sox, catcher Kyle Teel.
Sinker. Low inside.
Ball.
Slider. Middle center.
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers.
Splitter. Low middle.
Ball 2.
Cutter. High outside.
Swing and a miss as he was late.
Ooh, Baya. You got to remember to take the donut off the bat,
Cutter.
partner.
Low middle.
The Braves leading by 5. Last half of inning number 5. Got him swinging. Strikeout number
Up
8.
next
Well
for the
executed
White
pitch on the
Sox,
outside part of the
first
plate.
baseman Munetaka
And now it's going to be
Murakami.
Munetaka Murakami.
Struck out on just 3
High
pitches last
inside.
time.
That one's in there, 0-1.
Oh, he's got to be pretty proud of this outing so far. Sometimes guys cower coming
Cutter.
into a ballpark
High
like this,
outside.
but he's attacked hitters. Pitching on the road like this is very impressive. This has been a treat to watch.
That misses the zone, and the count is 1-1.
Cutter. High outside.
2 down, nobody on. And he swings through that one.
Curveball. Low inside.
Goes down swinging for the strikeout. With number 9 for him in this game. 9. 1, 2, 3 go the White Sox. They're down 5. It's 7-2. Welcome back as we look at the highlights from today's game so far. Mike
Leading
Yastrzemski
off for
now at the
Atlanta,
plate.
left fielder Mike Yastrzemski.
That's down and in. A slider missed. Movement for the White Sox in their bullpen. Jonathan Cannon, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Fetty warming up as well. Well struck right field. And that one hops the wall. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Up next for Atlanta, shortstop Mauricio Dubon.
Line drive to short and caught.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting the line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
1 out man at first. Digging in, Carlos Santana. He's been a great free agent sign. Oh, great stop. The feed for 1. What a double play that was. Inning over. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. Heart of the order, 3, 4, 5 coming up. It's the Braves 7 and the White Sox 2. Back here on the south side, bottom of the 6th inning, Colson Montgomery steps to the plate for the White Sox.
Montgomery.
ground ball left side, and it stays fair. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Up next for
Just a
the
simple
White
ground
Sox,
ball the other way.
third
They had eyes
baseman,
on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do.
Miguel
Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it
Sinker.
finds a hole.
Middle outside.
Foul ball.
Sinker.
Montgomery gets his
Low
lead at
middle.
first with nobody out. I think we
That's
may
a balk.
have a balk
Hey,
here. And
you.
yes, we do.
Right there.
Sinker. Low inside.
The 0-1. He swings and fouls one off.
Cutter. Low outside.
Man at second.
Nope. Outside.
Splitter. Low inside.
And a 1-2. Popped up. Olsen moving under this one. But it's the pitcher that makes the play.
Up
One down.
next for the White Sox, designated hitter, Andrew Benintendi.
So now with one away and a man at second. And up next for Chicago,
Sinker.
Andrew
Low
Benintendi.
outside.
That one fouled off.
Cutter. Low inside. Cutter.
One out and a runner
Low
at second
inside.
here in the bottom of the sixth. Got him looking. He's got to be frustrated with that call. It didn't seem like that one found his zone. Here's a challenge. And after review, it was a ball. Good eye. They'll keep both their challenges.
Sinker. Low outside.
The 1-2. Foul ball left side. He'll see another.
Cutter. High inside.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Up next for the White Sox, second baseman, Chase Mydroth.
Cutter. High inside.
That one a little bit high, and that is ball one.
Cutter.
Runner at second,
Low
two down.
outside.
Line drive, base hit. Montgomery on his horse around third. The relay throw. Head for a slide, and he's safe. It's 7-3.
But there does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
So man aboard. Now the left fielder, Sam Antonacci, 1 for 2. Here comes the manager out of the Braves dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. Hurston Waldrop done for the night, and he exits with a nice lead. Threw the ball well, and we'll have a new pitcher when we come back. So a lefty out of the pen, Dylan Lee. He's pitching on 2 days rest.
Four-seam fastball. High inside.
Ripped, but it curls foul.
Slider. Low outside.
That's Gets in there, and the count is 0-2.
Well, that's really the money spot, down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
Out to center. Base hit. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits. Relay throw to third, and he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning.
Really exciting when a couple of guys get their hands on the ball and execute the relay perfectly. Nice throw to third. Awesome job of execution.
Here on the south side, this offense has lifted them to a lead with plenty of hits so far in this one as we look at the spray chart.
Yeah, when a team has this many knocks, a lot of the time it gets clustered to one side or another. Not today. They're hitting it all over the field.
Swing and a ball popped in the air. My drop. 1 away.
Up next for Atlanta, right fielder Ronald Acuna Jr.
Ball.
On the ground. Fair ball.
Up next for Atlanta,
One gone, runner at first. And the batter now, Drake Baldwin. Acuna runs. Pitching for a strike. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag.
Well, he's really showing us the dynamic skill set he brings to the field on this one. Homered earlier, now he swipes second, showing off the speed. Really fun to watch him play the game.
To the right side, and that one handled. Only play is at first on the throw from shallow right. Got the out.
Up next for Atlanta, first baseman Matt Olson.
Swing and a ground ball. That's a base hit. Run scores.
Comes through with the RBI. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Runner at first with 2 away. And now Austin Riley, 1 for 3. Ripped on a line to center. Doyle on the move. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's now 8-3.
Now pitching for Atlanta.
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Tyler Mahle.
And compared to a lot of other relievers, strikeouts have not been a big weapon for him this year. So the defense should be active.
Low inside. Slider. Middle inside.
Fouled off left side.
4-seam fastball. High inside.
Here comes the 0-1. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. One up, one down.
Up next for the White Sox, right fielder, Braden Montgomery.
Four-seam fastball. Low inside. Slider. Middle inside.
And now the 0-1. Fought off foul.
Four-seam fastball. Low inside.
And the 0-2. Got him. 2 away now.
Well, he showed a lot of conviction with the
Up
fastball
next
there,
for the
not just
White
because of the
Sox,
velocity, but
catcher,
also the
Kyle
ability to
Teel.
command it on the inside part of the plate. The last thing you want to do with 2 strikes
Splitter.
is just get
Low
too far
inside.
in there, and it gets away and hits the batter. So when I see a 2-strike fastball bunch up a guy like that, it tells me there's a lot of confidence in that pitch.
Teel stands in now and watches strike 1.
Cutter. Low inside.
Out towards right center field. That gets down for a hit. And that keeps the inning going.
Up next for the White Sox,
Four-seam fastball.
first baseman,
Low outside.
Munetaka Murakami.
Nope. Ball 1.
Four-seam fastball. High outside.
The 1-0. Right through there for a strike.
Splitter. Low middle.
And that is cut on and missed. It's a ball
Four-seam
with 2
fastball.
strikes.
High inside.
Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout. So 1 left for the White Sox. Can't chip away at an 8-3 deficit. Ready to begin the
Leading
8th.
off for the
Now in for the Braves,
second baseman,
Ozzie
Ozzie
Albies. Swings and misses. 0-1.
Okay, swing now. He had his mind made up. As soon as that ball left the hand of the pitcher, he was going to swing at it.
And it's fouled away. Battling here as he fouls it away. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Chases the fastball up the ladder, struck him out.
Well, that high four-seam fastball has become such a staple as a strikeout pitch over the years. And what's so tough as a hitter is that you see it extremely well. The problem is the velocity and spin rate just happens to jump by you. You expand your zone, you don't stay tall on the backside, and you're really not even able to make contact. If you do, many times it's a pop-up.
This one ripped, but foul to the right. And a 1-1. In the air, left field, Antonacci towards the line. Nice grab on the run. 2 down.
Up next for Atlanta, shortstop Mauricio.
Here's Mauricio Dubon. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. And that is that. 3 up, 3 down that time. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Braves 8 and the White Sox 3. Back at the ballpark as we take a check of the bullpen so far this season.
Shortstop Colson Montgomery.
Splitter, low middle.
Hey!
Splitter, low middle.
Yeah, that's fouled off.
Four-seam fastball, low middle.
The 0-2.
That's a ball.
Splitter, low outside.
Swing and a miss for the strikeout. That K is his third of the game.
Well, that splitter out of the hand, it just sort of jumps on you, and your interpretation is, here comes a fastball again. Well, it never really reaches because the bottom falls out of it and you swing over the top.
Low middle.
And that's why they call it a split-finger fastball, because it looks like a four-seamer.
Yeah! Vargas not happy about that called strike. Here's the challenge. And the strike call will stand. Still one challenge left for them.
Four-seam fastball, high inside.
Ball 1.
Splitter, low middle.
Tap back to the mound. Throw pulls him off the bag, and he's safe.
Up next for the White Sox, designated hitter.
So a man at
Andrew
first.
Benintendi.
Andrew Benintendi up to the plate.
Four-seam fastball, high outside.
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Four-seam fastball, low inside.
Late with the swing there. Malley,
Four-seam
31
fastball.
years old,
High
and he was
outside.
drafted in the 7th round back in 2013. Ground ball up the middle. Dubon over to first. Nice play off the bounce for the out.
Good stretch there to make the
Up
play.
next
It looks
for
like
the
someone
White
added a
Sox,
little yoga to their
second
daily
baseman,
routine, if you ask me.
Chase Mydrop.
Four-seam fastball, high outside.
And first offering is fouled off.
Four-seam fastball, low inside.
Man on second, 2 down. Here's the strike.
Four-seam fastball, low inside.
Up the middle. Oops, he came home with it. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
Well, you'll take it. Little jam shot
Up next
down in
for
the
White Sox,
off the fists,
left
but just
fielder,
powered it out to the
Sam
outfield. You'll take that all night long.
So
Four-seam
2
fastball,
outs with runners
middle
on the
outside.
corners. Sam Antonacci digs in now. Pulls that one foul.
Cutter.
The White Sox
Low
with a
inside.
chance to get back into it. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning.
Nope, that's a ball.
Four-seam fastball. High inside.
Ball to strike.
That's ball
Just
two.
missed.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive
Slider.
on this next pitch.
Middle outside.
2 on, 2 outs. That one fouled off, 2-2.
Four-seam fastball. High middle.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes.
Cutter. Low inside.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
Four-seam
2
fastball.
aboard, 2 outs.
High inside.
Fouled off. And they'll do it again.
Cutter. High inside.
The 2-2 on the way. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again.
Four-seam fastball. High inside.
2-2. Gets a piece and stays alive.
Splitter. Low middle.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Splitter.
About to see
Low
the
middle.
11th pitch of the at-bat here. This one in the air, center field. Harris should have this one. And that ends the inning. So a hit and an error in the inning, but they aren't able to score. Through 8 full, it's the Braves 8 and the White Sox 3. Back at right
Leading off
field.
for
So here's the
Atlanta,
Braves designated hitter, Carlos Santana. Out towards right center field. Montgomery gets under it. And there's one down.
Up next for Atlanta, center fielder Michael Harris II.
In the air, left field. 2 down.
Up next for Atlanta, right fielder Ronald Acuna
Manager out of the dugout,
Jr.
and he's going to make a change. Noah Schultz will depart. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound.
For the
New
White
pitcher for the White Sox,
Number
Jonathan
48.
Cannon.
Well, home runs have been a problem this year. Not doing a great job keeping the ball in the yard so far this season, so we'll see if that factors in.
Hit high in the air. There it goes. See ya. Another homer. His second homer of the night, and they add a run. It's 9-3.
Already playing with the lead, and now they're celebrating a home run. They're having a great time out there. Welcome to the game. First pitch out of the bullpen, a tough one, and you know he's just trying to get one in there for a strike. And on the other side, as a hitter, it's a great time to be aggressive and let it fly. It's not what they were looking for when they turned to him, but now he's got to find a way to reset.
This one in the air, center field. Doyle drifts towards it, and that is that. One more for Atlanta on the homer. It's now 9-3.
Now pitching for
Welcome
Atlanta,
back, and
number
here comes the
75,
closer, Robert Suarez.
Should be a good first matchup for him here. He's been doing a great job against right-handed bats so far this season. They've had a lot of trouble squaring him up.
Low middle.
That one pushed foul.
Sinker. Low middle.
Here comes the 0-1. Bouncer to second. Albies gets it to first. And the leadoff man retired here in the ninth.
Up next for the White Sox, right fielder, Braden Montgomery.
Cutter. High outside.
Out there to center. Harris settles under it. And there's 2 down.
Up next for the White Sox, catcher Kyle
White Sox
Teal.
down to their final out. Here's the catcher, Kyle Teal.
Four-seam fastball. High outside.
And there's a strike. Good heater at
Cutter.
98.
Low outside.
They're down to their final strike.
This guy's
Four-seam
not wasting
fastball.
any pitches.
Low middle.
Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
Got him. Ball game.
Well, the fourth inning proved to be the real turning point. They looked locked in at the plate after that first time through the order where it just seemed that they were off balance a little bit. But once they started really recognizing the pitches, everything started to click.
9-3 your final here in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.